Kate Walsh graced the small screen in Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice, and more recently was seen in Bad Judge and Fargo. She joins me now to talk about what's next and why she's teaming with animal shelters. Kate, it's so lovely to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And even more lovely to have this little furry friend here.
Pen. This is my buddy Pen. He's my cat pet for the day. And I teamed up with Purina Cat Chow to help sponsor the contest Animal Shelter Volunteer of the Year, which is all 50 states are participating. There's a shelter from every state, and they're submitting their background stories as what it's like to be a shelter worker. And you know, we all know we love adopting kittens and cats, but it is a hard job. And so we're excited to hear their stories. And the winner, the most compelling story, gets $25,000 from Purina Cat Chow. So you can log on to catchow.com, which I just like saying, catchow.com. catchow.com. And then you can, vote, cast your vote, and by March 15th. And the $25,000 goes to giving the shelters a makeover. So,
Very
which I
nice.
love. I just love that. That's to make the cats more comfortable. And the shelter workers, this guy's like...
He's looking to escape for a second.
He's like, I love the makeover right now.
Yes, he's like, let me go over there.
Yeah.
Well, you're very familiar with cats. You have two of your own, two rescues.
Yeah.
Tell me about them.
They're awesome. Billy and Pablo. We always rescued cats and dogs in our family, and they're 11 now. I got them, I think, around my first season of Grey's Anatomy, and they're awesome. They're brothers. And they're just wonderful. I just love them. I mean, I'm a total cat lady.
Yeah,
so.
and proud of it.
And I'm proud of it. Come on. Yeah.
Well, how could you not love this little guy? You know, I mean, that's the thing.
Kind of totally special.
And there's so many cats that need to be rescued. I know someone who just rescued 2 cats, and they say that you're supposed to do it together, right? So they have a buddy, like you did.
Yeah. You got to have a pal. So when you're out of town or you're working or they've got a friend there at the house to hang out with.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just seem fair?
It really does. And
know?
we have, a friend to hang out with, having pets and everything.
Yeah.
I'm a pet lover and a pet owner, so it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
lovely. Well, you're coming off a very busy year. We saw you in Bad Judge. We saw you in Fargo, Golden Globe winning show, and loved you on that. What was that experience like, being on Fargo?
I loved it. It was incredible. It was a great role. It was one of those scripts that, it's so rare. It all starts with a script, and I read it and laughed out loud and happily auditioned for it and got it, and it was just a really great experience.
Looking ahead, we're not going to see you on the second season, right? There's a whole new cast.
Yeah.
So that must, are you going to miss it?
I will. Yeah. I would have loved, in a way, if it was like one of the, American Horror Story, where they keep the same cast and just do different stuff. But Noah is so brilliant, the writer, Noah Hawley. And all the writers, they'll come up with something amazing.
And you have some other things coming up. You have a couple of movies coming out. What's in store for you next?
Let's see. What's in store? I'm producing a bunch of stuff. I loved my experience executive producing. You see some cat hair flying around? Just go with it, everybody. I feel like Linus in the cartoon.
I see it too.
Where you see but it's just
we're both wearing black, so it'll attract us.
Enjoy. I hope you have a lint brush. Catchow.com. So but I'm looking to produce a bunch. I've got about 3 different projects that I'm trying to get up and running. One's an animated series, actually called Cat Stories. That's based on my life with my boyfriend, his kids, and my cats. And then I've got another single camera half hour and a documentary I'm trying to move forward. So we'll see. And I'm reading scripts.
Nice. Okay. Well, we're used to seeing you in front of the camera. What's it like being behind the camera doing the producing side of things?
I love it. I love producing. It comes really naturally to me. I love reading, and I love kind of having, after you work as an actor for so long in this business, you have a big understanding of what all goes into making something work. And so it's a fun challenge to, try to make all that happen.
A lot of us got to know you, obviously, from Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice. I mean, when you look back at that time, what stands out to you the most from that period?
Well, the role itself was so fabulous, and so I was super excited to do it. But I really just thought it was going to be, 5 episodes or something on the show, and then it turned into series regular and a spinoff. So we really kind of went through everything together. That first show, and we all were like, oh, now it's a huge hit, and now people know us and recognize us, and but it was also just great to be a part of an ensemble that was experiencing such success, like critically and audience-wise. We just loved it. So
I'm still seeing the cat hair, by the way.
Yeah, I think I ate one,
Yes,
so it's cool. I was hungry.
It's all good. Would you go back on Grey's Anatomy? It's still on. Would you kind of make a cameo?
Oh, if she invited me to come and do something, absolutely I would. It's sort of like going home for the holidays. So
Shonda's on a roll right now. Shonda
she's
Rhimes.
amazing. She rules TV.
She really does. Show after show, successful. What was it like working with her?
It was incredible. You know, I feel like she just did something kind of marvelous for women that had started to get done, but in TV, but really hadn't been done, which is just give them real characters that were interesting and three-dimensional on their own, not in just respect to, you know, the man in the show. And in that way, it kind of spoiled me for television because, and for a lot of other stuff in general, because I feel like I got to do the best, like the cream of the crop, if you will. So it doesn't really get much better than that in hour-long TV. So, and for network anyway. So.
Well, we've seen you in serious roles, comedy roles, but you kind of, I saw that you got your start like at a comedy troupe, really.
Yeah.
I mean, just hanging out with you for a few minutes, you're funny.
Thank
you.
Yeah, I mean, I've always done both. So I look forward to doing more comedy, and the movies that are coming out, there's one of each. I mean, just Before I Go is sort of a dark comedy, but I play a pretty weird character in that, and which I won't go into, but you'll see. And the other one, Any Day, is pretty dark and heavy, and I loved it. I loved every part of that. I got to work with Sean Bean, and Ava Longoria, and that was great.
Do you see yourself doing another like full series again anytime soon?
I hope so, but I think I'd be looking more towards cable, you know? So it's a little shorter order, because they're long hours when you're doing, you know, 22 to 24 episodes a year. It's a lot of work, and it's fun, but it's a grind. So.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for bringing the kitty cat here today and getting the word out.
I'm just saying it, do it. Do you see what you have to deal with just holding a cat? Imagine working with these guys day in, day out. The volunteer, shelter volunteer of the year. It's going to be fun.
Thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you.
Actress Kate Walsh for this and all things entertainment. Stay with CBSNews.com.